What is poppin', my boys? This is Drog here, and I'm doing a Minecraft Let's Play. Why? Because I'm bored. But for real. The first videos I ever put on my old YouTube channel way back then was Minecraft. And, well, it's easy to do, you know, and why not? So, I want to tell you a little bit of a story. So I went to go get my dinner at a local restaurant called A&W. And there was an Indian dude that came out of the bathrooms, and right before he left, his phone started playing Despacito as his ringtone, and I almost died laughing. Well, I didn't actually laugh, but I had to hold it back to the point of tears. I almost died laughing. Anyways, we're going to call this world Cancer, because it's exactly what this is. Cancer Let's Play. Yeah, okay. So we're going to go survival, normal, and find a balanced seed. We're going to go amplified, because I like that cancer biome scale. We're going to go medium. Yeah, that's pretty much all we need. And seed, Shrek's Swamp. I know that's not a seed, it probably isn't, but fuck it, I'll put Shrek Swamp anyways. Shrek Swamp. Okay, create new world. So, why am I doing this? Like I said, I'm bored. And the first videos on my old channel a long time ago were Minecraft. So I decided, you know what? Why not? Okay, so, oh yeah, I forgot I turned off my HUD because I was making a video. And I turned off my HUD. Okay. So we spawn in kind of a foresty, taiga-ish biome, I guess. So the first thing you do in Minecraft is, of course, get wood. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's Minecraft 101. Beat your wood. So people say Minecraft isn't enjoyable. Again, enjoyability is purely subjective to the person. Personally, I play it when I'm bored or when I just want to relax and I don't want to play a game like, I don't know, Far Cry or Elder Scrolls Online or something, you know, and I just want to watch YouTube and play a video game, you know, I just put on Minecraft and just build. It's a good game to relax to, but and I think that's why I really liked it when I was a, well, kid. Yeah, I guess I was a kid when I started playing Minecraft. I was like 11 when it came out, so yeah, I've always been a fan of the oldie Minecraft. Now, it's been a while since I've started a new survival world, so not having just everything at my disposal is going to be a bit painful to watch. But we can get through this. I need 6 cobblestone, or more, doesn't really matter. So I can make a stone hatchet and pickaxe, so I can get more wood and more stone faster. Pro strats, 10 out of 10, wood SDGQ again. So we're going to get probably 40 cobblestone. That'll be enough for a furnace and some more tools if we need it. Is that iron? No, that's, what is that? Is that andesite? No, andesite's gray, right? That's what is this again? I forget what it's called. Yeah, it's granite. Granite isn't red though, is it? It's like gray in real life. This is more like jasper. If you ever seen jasper stone, that's what it looks like. Is that, oh, I thought I saw coal. We're gonna need to find some of that as well. Okay, so we're gonna make all this stuff preemptively just cause. We're gonna put this dirt in our inventory. I'm playing as Black Steve for some reason. I think that's because I made a stupid joke in a video. Okay, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna go murder this cow, probably. We're gonna beat it to death with some... Get back here, you stupid hoe. Cow, I mean, not hoe. Jesus Christ. Fine, I'll finish you off with an axe. Biatch. You bitch. So I don't know how long these episodes are gonna be. Probably about, I don't know, 30 minutes, 20 minutes long. Not too long. Jesus, just get up there. Nope. There you go. Not a lot of people know that you can actually do that. When you jump and attack as you're falling, you do a critical, so you do extra damage. And you can pretty much one-shot most animals if you have that. So we found some coal, so that's good. We're gonna get some of this, make some torches, yes, make some torches, yes. And then we're gonna make a furnace. We're gonna cook up all the steak we're gonna get. So we're gonna make a sword. We're gonna go slaughter some wildlife, and we're gonna make some nice steaks. Yes, yes, of course. And they'll be delicious. The souls of the dead. The souls of the dead animals. Anyways, get all that coal, boy. All that coal, boy. Is that all of it? I think it was. I could turn this into a temporary house, I guess. Seeing as there's no, where's torches again? There you go. Seeing as there's no other way in here, we'll make this into a temporary house. So we have our furnace here. Put our furnace down. Put in this and this. Make a sword. We're gonna go kill some cows, some pigs, some sheep even. The thing I don't like about Minecraft is the way that they made it so you can have different colored beds. Yeah, it's a cool addition, but it kind of just makes it harder to even get a bed, because then you need all wool of the same color. And yes, I know I walked past that coal. I'll go get that. We're just gonna get some chicken, some feathers. So we have 2 white sheep. Can we get a third one? Oh. Okay, so we're gonna get this coal. There's another white sheep down there. We'll go get that, and we'll have... I know for a bed, it's always good to try and get a bed very early on, because it just makes, you know, the whole process of playing this game so much faster. So I don't know how long this series is going to be for. I don't know, I might just do 1 episode. I don't know. I might do more. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've done, you know... The last time I did a Minecraft Let's Play was a bit cringy, because... me being like 12 years old, and it was literally just my mom's camera with a tripod in front of my TV. Those are the good old days. Hey, it got me views. I got like 100 views, you know, per video. And some people thought it was a capture card because I set it up pretty well. I'll add that. But it was really annoying because each time I had to re-record, I had to set up the camera again, and yeah. Where's where I get this wool? Give me my wool. Yes. Okay. So we have 3 white wool. Now we can go make a white bed. Yes, indeed. Okay. And we're gonna. There's a lot of coal here, so we actually picked a good place to live. We might actually just live inside this mountain, to be honest. It's already pretty much built for us. We just have to live inside of it and just hollow it out a bit more. It's a nice entrance way, you know, we can make this look really fancy with stone bricks and stuff like that and whatnot. And we could have like another pathway going out the other side of the mountain. It'd be cool. Okay, so this is cooked. We're gonna cook the rest of this. And we have a lot more coal, so we can put some more coal in here. So the Cyberpunk trailer came out. I was looking at that. Looks pretty cool. Looks like a good game. It looks like Deus Ex, basically. That's what I said. It looks like Deus Ex, but better. I didn't like Deus Ex. A lot of people liked Deus Ex. It's a very popular game, but I didn't like it. I don't know why. I thought it was just a bit, not cliche. It just kind of was. I don't know. I don't know what to. I just didn't like the way the game handled. You know what I mean? Like it just, especially Mankind Divided. It just kind of, the game limited you a little too much. You know what I mean? Like it promoted stealth-based, gameplay, but I felt like the game, like, it's definitely one of those games that just had a bit of a learning curve to it, right? I don't know. It might just be because I'm, an Elder Scrolls pleb. Even though Elder Scrolls is probably more complicated than Deus Ex. Deus Ex is not a very complicated game. But I don't know, I just found the story boring too. Like, oh boy, a guy who's a detective or a cop or something who's, augmented. Wow. And the Illuminati is somehow, I don't know. It might just be because I haven't played all of the Deus Ex games, but apparently you don't even have to play them all to even understand the game, really. But I don't know, that's probably just my opinion. But I did play Mankind Divided all the way through. Maybe if I played the other games, I'd maybe like it a bit more. I don't know. Just from what I've seen from the other games, it looks more or less the same. Just the graphics got better. So, but I don't know. In terms of Let's Plays games, I've been thinking about probably getting. I had Skyrim Special Edition, but I was actually thinking about getting it again digitally and then playing it as a Let's Play. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. It depends. Only if PlayStation allowed backwards compatibility, then I'd be playing Oblivion like all day, every day, because it's like my favorite Elder Scrolls game. And because Oblivion, like I've literally played that game for 10,000 hours. Whenever I tell people that, they're like, no way. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not even joking. I've played Elder Scrolls Oblivion for probably 10,000 hours, like easily. You wouldn't believe how much time I've spent in that game. And people are like, doesn't it get boring? I'm like, no, it actually doesn't for me. I don't know why. It's just like, it's just so fun just to play the game and just create random characters that make no sense. Like a blacksmith, like a mage that, like, you have so much options. Like you can be a mage that uses great swords. You can't do that in Skyrim because you can't use spells with a two-handed weapon. Or you can be like a completely heavy. Oh, sorry, my ears itchy. You could be a completely heavy armor, mage. You can do that in Skyrim, but being a mage in Skyrim more dictates like, oh, you wear light armor because you get more benefits from the robes in terms of enchantments. Usually. But I don't know. It's just fun in Oblivion just to create a character that makes no sense and that you wouldn't normally see, like heavy armor mage or a mage that uses shields. You can't do that in Skyrim. You can't be a mage that uses shields. And I feel like they took that feature out of Skyrim because they felt like it balanced the game. But no, it just, the thing about Skyrim is it's so bland compared to Oblivion. And yeah, the game looks better, but that's not what I care about. The game is like has way less features than Oblivion. Oblivion is far superior in terms of what you can do in the game, just in terms of character creation. Because I feel like the character creation, in terms of skills and just the way leveling up is handled, is far superior in almost every way. Because in Skyrim, when you level up, you feel not as accomplished as you do in Oblivion, Because in Oblivion, you actually feel like you're improving because you unlock passives as you increase, a skill in something. So like, oh, you use light armor for a certain amount of time, right? And you eventually get to a high enough level. It's like, oh, your light armor no longer encumbers you, or you can move faster, or, heavy armor. I think one of the passives with heavy armor, once you get it to like max, I think, or expert or whatever, is like arrows now have a chance to just deflect off of you. And like, it's just, I feel like it definitely has more features, and is like, whereas in Skyrim, it's like, you have the perk system, right? When you level up, you get a perk point. So you have to choose what you level up instead of it actually just leveling up on its own, which I didn't like. So it kind of detracted from your character in a way, because it's like, oh, do I want to level up my blacksmithing? Do I want to put a point into this blacksmithing, or do I want to put a point into two-handed, right? Like, I liked it better when your skills just went up, right, without you having to use perk points. Because I like the attribute system, being able to increase your speed, your agility, your endurance. I liked that, and I want to see that return to the next Elder Scrolls game. I want there to be the same system from Oblivion, pretty much, where you choose from all the Elder Scrolls games, actually, besides Skyrim, they took out the major and minor skill system. That is flawed, though, but it also is very useful. Like, in all the Elder Scrolls games, pretty much, there's the major and minor skill system. So, like, you can choose, like, I think it's like 5 major skills, and those 5 major skills you level up in more. I didn't like that part, I guess, because it felt like, that's the point, though. You're limited to your major skills. So, like, oh, you're a blacksmith. That is a two-handed weapon, or a blunt and blade, but probably, like, you'd be able, like, here's a character idea. Like, you're a thief, right? That uses light armor, archery, alchemy, blade, and athleticism or whatever. You wouldn't be that way, so you can't just use destruction all the time, right? Because it's not your major skill, right? So it's not as effective, which I liked, because you could limit yourself to your character's role play. That's the point. I feel like Skyrim is like, it's kind of hard to role play in. I like to get immersed and role play as that character. So like, I like to, in Oblivion, like, my favorite character is to be like a shaman. Alright, so you use conjuration, alteration, light armor, you use lightning spells, and a mace and a shield. So you specialize in blunt and light armor and block and whatnot, and it's just, in my opinion, it's just a way better game. But I do agree, Skyrim has the better character customization, though, when you're creating your character. But in terms of the armor, no. It got worse. Oblivion was good, but I think Morrowind had the best armor system. Like, you can have 2 different shoulder pads on. You can have some variation in what you're wearing, Whereas in Skyrim, it's only gauntlets, boots, chest pieces, and helmets, and that's it. There's no shoulders, there's no greaves, belts, that's what I want to see. I want to see more customization, like belt options, like an enchanted girdle of like strength or whatever, you know what I mean? Or like, I just want to see Oblivion's customization return, Oblivion's skill system with Morrowind's armor, variation. And weapon variation, I want to see that return, In Skyrim you have great swords, you have swords, one-handed swords, and then you have maces, war hammers, war axes, battle axes, and that's it, I think. Oh, and bows, and that's it. Whereas in Morrowind you have I'm pretty sure you have short swords, long swords, great swords, battle axes, war axes, you have spears, I think. You have throwing darts, you have bows, pretty sure you have long bows too. Like, there's just way more. Is that being lazy? Maybe. Maybe it's on the developer's part. Maybe they were just being a little lazy and they just, I don't know. Maybe the game was rushed. I don't know. It's just, I felt like Skyrim was lacking from what it definitely could have been. because the game is great, don't get me wrong, but the character side could be better. A lot better. Also, a lot of people complain about the random encounters in Oblivion, like you just are walking in the woods and you come across a minotaur. I liked that, you know. It was funny just to be walking around in the woods and just a minotaur just comes out of nowhere. Like, it was fun, you know. it was a good game, and I loved it because it's just such a fun game. Anyways, what am I doing? Let's stop ranting about the Elder Scrolls and let's actually play some Minecraft. So, I don't know what could be over there. It's a desert, and over here is a bit more of a... There's a bit of like a taiga biome over there. There's some llamas. That spit. Was that spit? Is that what that was? Huh? Huh? What's up? Huh? Fight? Yeah, that's right. Can't you ride llamas? Yeah, you can. I'm gonna tame you. Not that I'll be able to do anything because I don't have a saddle, but... Yeah, kind of sucks that they removed making saddles from the game. It made sense to be able to make your own saddles out of leather and iron, I think it was. So, I don't think we're gonna go that way just yet. We're gonna stay at home and we're gonna improve our house just a little bit. And then we're gonna go. How much leather do I have? I have 1 leather out of all the cows that I killed. I didn't kill very many, but still. Usually I have like 4 or 5 by now. But we're gonna make some leather. We're just gonna make this a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. So this might be a one-off. It's just a way for me to talk and play a video game, really. Not really a let's play. I mean, I might make it a let's play. I don't know. We'll see how it works. Might just be a one-off, really. But yeah. And on the topic of the next Elder Scrolls games, like, I wonder if it'll be in High Rock. I don't think we've ever been to High Rock. Now I think about it. We've been to Hammerfell, and that was a terrible game for the PS2. Was it? I think it was for the PS2. But it was called like Elder Scrolls like Redguard or whatever. It was like really bad. Yeah, that'd be cool. I think if it was in High Rock. And that's where the orcs are from, right? That's where the orcs are from, I think, because that's where Orzammar. No, it's in Hrothgar. I can't remember where High Rock is, or who is from High Rock. The Bretons, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember the races. We've never been to Akavir though. That would be cool because we've never been there ever. In any of the Elder Scrolls games, I think we've never been to Akavir. We've never been off Tamriel. We've never been to any of the other continents, which I think would be cool because it's where the blades are from. It's where the blades originate from. So I think that'd be cool. So it'd be a very Japanese, you know, Edo era kind of inspired game, which I think would be cool actually to see. You know, kind of like a Chinese, Japanese kind of style. I think I'm gonna, move this wall out. Get rid of this bit. Also, video game soundtracks. I think the best video game soundtrack is, I don't know, it's a tie to me. Like, I think it's either Oblivion or Half-Life 2. Now, Half-Life 2 has a banging soundtrack. But in terms of fantasy soundtracks for video games, I definitely do like Oblivion. I know I'm an Oblivion fanboy, I know this. I love Oblivion. It's my favorite game. Probably of all time, actually, now that I think about it. Now that I really think about it, it's probably my favorite game. You know, it's like Skyrim. Yeah. I liked it for a bit, and I played the crap out of Skyrim, probably like 1,000 hours, 2,000 hours since launch, you know. But I never connected with it like I did with Oblivion. I don't know why. I think it's also because Oblivion just, for it being as old as it is, I think it's aged quite well, right? Like, sure, it doesn't look the best, but I feel like Oblivion definitely has the better immersion factor. Like, the NPCs are really derpy, but that adds to it. You know, it's like, I feel like in Skyrim, the NPCs don't interact enough with each other. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the NPCs aren't very, like, they don't feel very human compared to Oblivion's. Like, I feel like the NPCs in Skyrim don't move around as much as in Skyrim's, as in Oblivion's NPCs. Like, Oblivion's NPCs actually act like they have a life, you know, like they do their daily routine, you know, and I liked that. Whereas in Skyrim, it's like the NPCs don't feel like they go anywhere, you know. At night, the shopkeepers leave their shop in Oblivion and go to an inn or their house, right? They don't do that in Skyrim. The door is just locked, and or their house is in their shop usually in Skyrim. But yeah, you get the idea. Like, what I mean is, like, you know, I feel like as derpy as the NPCs are in Oblivion, you can connect with them a little bit better. The fuck was that? What was that? That. Oh my. I don't even know what that was. Yeah. So I know this was a bit of a ranty episode, but I mean, it's not really a let's play either. It's goddamn. Just a bit of a talk and chat. Let me know your opinions. What is your favorite Elder Scrolls game? I'd really like to know people's opinions on that. You know, and it is just opinion, you know? You know? Would I play any other Elder Scrolls games besides Oblivion? Sure. I'd play Daggerfall, I'd play Skyrim, I'd play Morrowind, I'd play Arena, you know? I'd play any Elder Scrolls game. But if I were to choose, it'd be Oblivion, because that's also the one that I've played the most, but yeah, in terms of immersion, Oblivion is derpy, but I feel like it has the best immersion factor because of it. You know, it's a bit derpy, but it kind of adds to it. And I feel like the soundtrack really adds to it. Like, the soundtrack, like, I remember when I first played Oblivion, I would literally, on PC, it was like the first game I ever played on PC, by the way. At least first real game. I would literally just sit in the woods and listen to the music. I wouldn't even play the game. Like, I'd just sit there and just listen to the music, because it was just so good. And it fits so well, you know, with the environment. And that's what I liked. You know, it's the same thing with Skyrim. You know, the soundtrack fits really well with the theme of the game, you know? The Skyrim soundtrack is very orchestral. I mean, Skyrim's soundtrack is more bassy and drums, you know? And then Oblivion soundtrack is very fluty and orchestral and just very fantasy, right? And then Morrowind's is very stringy and harpy and just kind of has like these, you know, angelic sounding instruments and string pianos and whatnot. And that's what I like, you know. You can easily tell the games apart with their soundtrack because they're each, you know, different. But yeah, I feel like Oblivion definitely has the best soundtrack out of all the Elder Scrolls games, especially the main theme. Skyrim's main theme is hype, with the chanting and the Dova language. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called like, I can't remember what it's called. I used to know the lyrics to that theme, by the way. This spider is wigging out. Sir, the rave is over there. It's not here, but I need your string, if you don't mind. If you dropped any. You didn't drop any. What a pussy bitch. He didn't drop any. What is this? I feel scammed. I'd like to talk to the support right now. I'd like to talk to Mojang right now and be like, the spider didn't fucking pay up. Did get my string. Feel scammed. So I was gonna make a what's it called? I was gonna make a fishing rod so I can catch some fish on the coastline, you know. Is there any saplings? There is. So make a tree farm probably. There's something touching my leg, and it is my headphone cord. I hate it when that happens. You just murdered the brown sheep. Brown sheep. In honor of his memory, I'll put this there. That's his grave. Minecraft still does this. It's done this since the game came out, and they still haven't fixed it. These, like, lighting glitches. It's like shadow, like, hard, crisp, like, shadow, just... I can't remember what it's called. It's like an artifact, kind of the shadow being generated. Because in Minecraft, the way shadows work is it's not actually light. You know, like this isn't actually a light source. Because Minecraft doesn't have dynamic lights, right? Because it just has a set light pattern and it reflects off the sides of the blocks. Like, pay attention. When you break a block in Minecraft, right? Watch. Did you see it? What happens is the block underneath this block, you can't see it, right? So when you break this block, it actually folds inwards and shows the edges of the blocks that are shown. See, when you break a block, it kind of like, then you're able to, at least that's how I explain it. That's not actually accurate, but you get the idea. Like, the blocks under these blocks they're invisible, right? Until you reveal it like that. So, and I remember in the old versions of Minecraft, when you broke a block, sometimes it would take like a second for the block to actually render underneath. So like you'd break a block underneath you and it looked like you could see all the way through the world, and then the block underneath you would actually render in. But yeah, because Minecraft doesn't have dynamic lights. I mean, it kind of does. Yeah, kind of does. It's more like a... Yeah, it's more like a pre-generated lighting factor kind of system. So like when this light gets covered, right, it just stops, you know, generating, right? I guess it's kind of dynamic, but dynamic lights kind of means like the light is able to move around in the environment, and that's why I guess they never did like I mean, there's two reasons why they never did where you can just hold a torch and the light is shining off it, which would be cool. But the reason why they never did it back then, and they're probably going to do it now with the new version of Minecraft now that's on a new engine, is because it'd be too hard to have the light, you know, generate with you. Plus, they thought it would be really overpowered. But I don't really know how being able to carry a light with you be overpowered in a cave. I mean, yeah, kind of, but like, you get lost easier because you can't make a trail of them, which is more overpowered, I think. Yeah. That's probably the end of this episode for now. It's a bit of a ranty episode. It's really nothing really to do here. But let me know your opinions down below. What is your favorite Elder Scrolls game? And yeah, this has been Drug, and I'm gone. Peace.